The Stellar chain is filled with scams, and in today's video you're going to see one of the biggest projects out there, touted to be a huge user of XLM and the Stellar chain, falling to the wayside. Is yet another project is overpromise, underdeliver, and taking advantage of people. Starting off with the viewer. The viewer matters most. Monte Jones says Klaus equals facts equals truth equals real equals most people don't like me because I spit the facts. But thank you, Monty. I appreciate it. Trick is going to tell us a quick story. It's about 3 bears. Daddy bear bought the tip. Mama bear sold the tip. And baby bear said thank you for my Mini Cooper. That's right. We do everything we can for the baby bear. If that means playing the pumps and dumps, you gotta hit it. Bitcoin sitting at 44,252. We're going to talk about one of the biggest scams on the chain. It's disgusting because it roped so many people into it. And it's going to express the theme of today's video. ETH 2262. XRP at 57.3. Sol under the hundo at 96.98. With XLM right now sitting right at 12 cents. Enjoying a 3.77% move to the positive side last 24 hours. Oh, what about Aon City, the city that was going to be built using Stellar blockchain? And what about Acoin? Oh, let's start learning, everyone. Acoin, the pop star behind hits like Smack That, is masterminding a $6 billion smart city in Senegal backed by a shadowy investor inside Aon City, where life will be funded by Acoin, built on the Stellar chain. So the hope now, and this was sold years ago, is that he was going to develop this massive city, fully blockchain powered. It was going to be positive for Africa. Positive. I remember because I covered the story. I was like, ooh, this is kind of nice. Someone's going to use blockchain for good. And I'm like, yo, sign me up. I mean, I didn't put money into it, but I was like, sign me up. I like the idea. Positivity towards Africa, helping out. I'm cool with stuff like that. But then we find out that this all ended up being a big scam. Akon's former business partner calls his Aon City project a con. Dwayne Stevens says he's owed millions from the singer and believe the court should freeze the artist's assets to have him be paid. Steven claims he's owed 40% of everything and he didn't get his money. What's happening with Aon City in Senegal? It's the update that Akon's fans have been eagerly awaiting, but the disappointment looms as the futuristic Aon City fails to materialize as promised, overpromising and under-delivering. Despite bold announcements and ambitious plans, the pickaxes remain idle, leaving supporters wondering if this project will ever see the light of day. Since its unveiling in 2018, Aon City has been hailed as a groundbreaking venture in Senegal, and guess what? Things haven't been done. Let's keep learning. Acoin, one Africa, one coin. Oh my. You could purchase Acoin on VMAR. Let's talk about Acoin. Remember, Acoin using a little Stellar chain action, huh? But there's a problem. When you go to the Acoin roadmap, guess what I see right here? I see Q4 2019 to 2020. I see Q3 2020, right? Okay, I see Q4 2021, and I see, oh, that's it. It stops at Q3 2022. Over 15 months ago. There hasn't been a update since. And in fact, if you go to CoinGecko to check out the price action, Acoin has been inactive and is deactivated. You may find other top cryptocurrencies below. Please submit a ticket if you think this is an error. Oh no, girlfriend, it ain't an error. Nothing's been done. See, it's been the story of overpromising and under-delivering. Acoin has been accused of planning to use the cities he's building in Senegal as a Ponzi scheme. Very similar to a lot of shit that we've seen in crypto. And the sad part about this is Acoin and Acoin was built to empower and help Africa. One Africa, one coin. Let's link everything together. Let's help people out. And it was all a lie. The city, Aon City, which was to be built using Stellar chain blockchain technology, ended up just being a big scam. And oh my gosh, 2018 is when all this was proposed, and Garmin's telling me that it's 2024 and they don't really even have breaking much ground. In fact, I saw some of the pictures of stuff that you and I could do with a shovel and a pickaxe just to take a few pictures for the newspaper, and then that's it. So maybe the vision the whole time was to screw you, screw everyone over. Maybe the promise was over-promise and under-deliver. Well, they didn't deliver at all. They've got a project which, was touting to help Africa, and then that's what they did. That's how they planned it. Giving power back to the people. Africa has over 40 currencies across 54 countries, each struggling with a level of inflation. Acoin was going to be the answer. Well, guess what? It was all a lie. Aon City. Acoin will be the central currency at Aon City. They were going to have a marketplace. They were going to have all these opportunity hubs. This did not happen. Overpromising, under-delivering, using blockchain as a way to screw you over and screw you out of your money on projects that aren't even active. And yet this whole time it's, let's do what we can for Africa. Let's build a city about positivity, and we've got scams rampant all over the place, and they screwed you over for money, no development's happening. And that's the story of the Stellar chain. Look at what I got up on the screen right here. See this? Strongholdpay.co. This one is strongholdpay.co. And you notice the little warning here? Asset reported as unsafe. Here's SHX. Here's Stronghold. Here's the real one right up here. So all these products that get put on the Stellar chain, there's scammers out there and grifters that are making copycats of it. Rooting the good projects too, because they're making creative scams which replicate those products. USDC has a whole crap ton of fake USDC on there. In fact, some of the biggest projects that were supposed to be using Stellar have turned out to be complete nothing burgers and scams. We're seeing more and more that this is the norm. Over-promising and under-delivering. And unfortunately, you're seeing it from actors. You're seeing it from musicians out there, sports people, influencers, doing whatever they can to get you to believe in the BS and believe that it's bigger than what it really is. Because this $6 billion smart city is just a pile of dirt in the middle of nothing, with nothing being done on a project that's been dead over a year, removed from sites, built on a chain rampant with scams. And remember, this was all about giving power back to the people. How often have you been sold that narrative, and how often have you been lied to? So yeah, not sure how I could spin this story to make it positive for Stellar. But what I wanted to share with everyone is that this story is very similar to a lot of other stories regarding the Stellar chain. You remember when MoneyGram happened? Right away, there was a MoneyGram tokens, plural, projects that were launched on the Stellar chain that were fake, that were scams, that were grifts, impersonation projects. A lot of Stellar fans that there were like, yo, we're obviously going to moon because the burn rate is going to be so freaking high with all the transaction used if an entire city is built on a project that uses a Stellar chain. And then we find out that that project was just a scam. One Africa, one coin, one scam by one douchebag. And what's sad is Africa could use the financial help. They do have a huge problem with inflation. They do have a problem with very unstable currencies due to geopolitical issues and local government issues. But they were used. Just like a lot of us have been used with the scams that have been represented out there to be built bigger than what they really are. Now, there is a little bit of hurt that happens, right? When you find out that you've been duped, when you find out that you've been misled or scammed, it hurts. You kind of feel it in here. And the first thing is you get defensive about it. Bro, you don't know what you're talking about. You're stupid. You're a moron. No way. No way. Quantum initiative. We're gonna, everything in the world is gonna be moved on the Stellar chain. No, and I get it. Trust me, it hurts when you face things that you're like, you know what? I think this is a good idea because I thought that African project was a great idea. I think someone, that had a huge influence, used positive influence like that, could do something good. And no, instead, what they did was they enriched themselves, kind of like Jake Paul and CryptoZoo, right? I mean, didn't he promise that he was going to build the program out and do all this stuff? And no matter what, oh, I'm going to develop that program. Oh, you're going to be able to play the game and hatch the eggs. And he screwed everyone over. And that just seems to be time and time again what this crypto space has become. A lot of overpromising and underdelivering, and a lot of scams and schemes that are separating you from your money. They're preying on how you feel. Well, yeah, we should do something good for Africa. Boom, scam. All that hope regarding, oh my God, we're going to build a blockchain city with positivity, ended up being shit. Stronghold's got a product, but then there's a group out there, a little nefarious group, that they're now building all these other Stronghold projects, and that makes all of them look like they're scams, and then they all look the same. They all have the same looking logo on the chain. That sure as hell doesn't help. They have the same name, SHX, the logo looks the same. It's a mess. But I just wanted to share with you this story. The story of a vision which duped a ton of people. Built on the Stellar chain, where when they talked about it being built on the Stellar chain, it was all about, safety and openness, and this is an open platform, and it's secure, and all this stuff, and only to find out that, it was a secure scam. Built on the Stellar chain that never materialized. An entire city of hope gone, just so that someone who's already rich could enrich themselves even more. Thank you very much for watching this video. A little different than what I normally bring out. I wanted to thank everyone that supported the channel as well. The positivity lately has been amazing. Seriously, reading the warm comments has just been a blessing, because I get littered in the comments with the nastiness, because I'm the influencer out there. Influencer, I hate that fucking thing. News channel out there that brings you the news, both good and bad, and unfortunately yet another story of bad. Ugh, it's horrible. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. Leia, sweetie. Want to get a treat? Yeah, she does. So that's what we're going to do. Her and I are going to get a treat, have some fun. You cool cats have a great rest of your day. Hi, sweetheart. Hi. Yeah.